Welcome back to Bill's Bets and Beers, and I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, because we're going to be having a nice little tasting and rating at the end of this video. So stay tuned if you're interested in that. If you're new to the channel, this is a channel where I talk about mostly Bills football, the NFL in general, walk through some parlays that I do, mostly Monday, Sunday, and Thursday night football, as well as just random Sunday football games as well. But yeah, in this video we're going to be talking about the Monday Night Football preview plus same game parlay. It's Chargers versus Colts. Big game for the Chargers. Colts is kind of just wrapping up the season and players trying to get recognized a little bit more. But to be honest, I see it as being as entertaining as the Sunday Night Football game. I mean, it wasn't really entertaining up until about the towards the end of the fourth quarter, obviously in the overtime. But honestly, it was not a super great game to watch. It was defensively good, but then the offense also wasn't doing as hot either. So on both sides of the ball. But yeah, let's get into this. We have our injury report as usual. I'll give you guys a nice sound. Oh, crisp. But yeah. So on a Charger side, it's actually very short. This will be like my shortest injury report because there's not much going on with it. You have the defensive back Keeman Hall, hamstring injury, didn't participate all week, and he's gonna be out this game. I think he's like probably second string corner, so there's not much there because it's defensive back, so he probably goes both like safety, corner-ish. So not giant for them. And then you have the Colts tight end Kylan Granson. Ankle, did not participate all week. He's actually been getting a little bit more looks at tight end than their like Mo Cox and things like that. So that's good. You're going to see that in my spread. I have him in one of my bets. And then cornerback Kenny Moore. He's one of the better cornerbacks that they have at the moment. And he has an ankle injury, and he was out all week as well. And he's gonna be out this game. So looking good for the Chargers. I think Chargers should run away with this, but we have to see how they're gonna play because they obviously been up and down all year, and they've been up towards the end of this year, but you gotta see what they're gonna do. But yeah, let's get into this video. I got a 6-leg same game parlay. Mike Williams, anytime touchdown. I just think he's gonna get open. It's either gonna be him or Keenan Allen, and I went with Mike Williams. So you can't really, I mean, you have to pick between the two. They could both go off, but I just think Mike Williams is gonna get in the end zone. Then I got Austin Eckler, anytime touchdown. He's gonna be touching the ball more than any of these players. He's probably gonna get a lot of passing and rushing yards this game. So his chances of getting in the end zone are most likely like a 9 out of 10. So got to put him in there for that. Then I got Austin Eckler over 59.5 rushing yards. It's a little higher than the lowest option for it to actually get any points. I think it's first plus odds. But usually if you go with like the general concessions, it's going to be about minus 110 or so. But I think this is the first plus or so. Kind of odd, but I think he's going to hit it. And then you have the LA Chargers minus 4.5 spread over the Colts. It was weird. And when I did the same game parlay, it switched to 4 to 4.5. And then it added it was a plus 100 instead of like a minus 110. So I definitely took that. I think they're probably going to win by 10 plus against this Colts team, or at least they should. So that's where my gut was telling me to go, so I went that way. Then I got Gerald Everett over 49.5 receiving yards. I just think he's going to be getting these yards. It's not like he's not going to. I have Herbert definitely. I have Herbert going over 300 yards on my other parlay, so I think he's going to be getting enough yards to do this. And then you have Paris Campbell over 39.5 receiving yards. I can't leave people out in the Colts on this, even though Colts are very you can't really guess who's going to get the ball during the week. But Paris Campbell has been pretty consistent some weeks with getting it, and I think it's going to be his week this week. And it's only 40 yards, so not really too much. And if the Colts get down by so much, they're going to be throwing the ball more anyways, which is how I see this game going. Total odds on that are actually very low. I think the lowest I've had before, plus 6,000 on a 6-leg, and turns $1 into $61. It's still a big ad, but with all those things I'm putting on there, it just seems like a very low spread, a very low spread of money, at least to me. Then I got my 5-leg same game parlay. This is more on the riskier side, obviously higher on the odds. I got Mo Alley Cox anytime touchdown. I think his odds there were like 550 plus 550. I just see, at least defensively, for the Chargers, I think they're going to be able to stop the wide receivers in an aspect of getting in. Yes, Zach Moss could get in the end zone and things like that, but he hasn't been doing that great, but at least from what I've watched. So I would rather go with tight ends, and with Kylan Granson being out, I think Mo Alley Cox is going to get a touchdown this week. Then I got DeAndre Carter, anytime touchdown. He's kind of like the oddball out of the group when it comes to wide receivers. Since on the Chargers, since everyone's healthier now, but I see them. He's kind of getting lost in lost in the field from the defense aspect, only because we're focusing on Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, and even Gerald Everett and things like that. And then they even have other people that they have to worry about. So I just see Carter getting in the end zone. I think he's going to be, because he gets in there every couple weeks, so I think he's going to get in this week. Then I got Justin Herbert over 304.5 passing yards. I think against this defense, he's going to take advantage. Obviously, I think Eckler's going to do his stuff on the ground as well, but I think Herbert is going to do a lot in the air. So, which is why I put Mike Williams over 64.5 receiving yards. I think both him and Keenan Allen can go off, but it all depends. It can go between the two, or they both can do it. That's why I'm leaning more towards Mike Williams at this point, but it's really all up in the air. To be honest, it's really who they're going to try to bracket more, in a sense. You can't really bracket anyone with the amount of weapons they have going so far, but will be interesting. Then I got Zach Moss over 59.5 rushing yards. I said earlier he hasn't been doing that great, but I think they're going to try to establish to run enough in the beginning, and towards the end he's going to get some chunk plays, like 4 or 5 yards here and there, where he's going to get around 60-something yards. It's not too drastic. Unless he gets a lot of sacks, tackled for losses, I think he should at least get 60. Beating the starting back. Overall odds are plus 25,000. And that turns like $1 into $250. $251. Honestly, pretty good from what I like from that aspect. Before I get into the tasting and ratings, I'm gonna do some hot takes real quick, just in case people don't want to get into that. I respect you if you don't want to watch that. If you're kind of getting away from alcohol and don't want to trip your senses that get any. I understand that. I have a couple buddies who are going through some regressions from it, and I understand all that stuff. So, but anyway, some hot takes. I got Austin Eckler, 2+ touchdowns, and I got plus over 120 yards rushing and receiving. I think he's gonna have a huge night tomorrow night, and I think he's gonna do very well. Then I got Mike Williams, 125 yards plus receiving and a touchdown. I just see him getting a lot of yards. I didn't want to take too much over, just in case it goes towards Keenan Allen. But even if Keenan Allen goes off, I think Williams will still get those 64.5 yards. I just rode the Williams train on that. But yeah, let's get into the tasting and rating. Also, some new Bill stuff. Shout out to my mom. Love it. It's super fleece and warm. I just wanted to show it off because it's really nice. So, I mean, this is something like very local. It's brewed out of, I think it was Rochester and Buffalo. Let me see what it said. Utica and Buffalo. From the Matt Brewing Company. It's Saranac, very good. It's 6.8%, as you can tell. Get this good here. As you can tell. Clouded Dreams IPA. They have a Clouded Dreams triple IPA that's like 9%. But it says soft, hazy, juicy, and that's exactly what it is. Nice little hazy IPA. If you've been watching my stuff, that's where my go-to is at this point. Just really like it. But yeah, taste very good. I had a couple of these actually watching that Bills game. I had 3 of them that day, so very good. And I would say definitely binge worthy. This is a very like thick, like you can't see through it type of beer. So I love that color. It's like more of like it's like you can not see the flavor, but you know, it's just, you can tell there's going to be a lot of different, it's going to be very good tasting in a sense. It's not like, because I don't mind like the more see-through ones, but there's just more bold of a taste in a sense. And it hits everything that you want in a beer, especially like it says, hits everything, soft, hazy, juicy. So goes down smooth. I'll give that probably an 8.5, one of my higher ones. I really love this one. I was surprised how much I liked it, and I'm glad I picked it up. Then color-wise, like I said, I love, like, it's just like a deep color that you can tell there's just a lot of bold flavors in it. So I'll give that same thing, about like a 8.5. Drinkability, I'd give it like about an 8. I just really like it. It goes down very smooth, and you could drink a nice little 4-pack of these, and like 7%, about around a 7% beer, 16-ounce cans. You probably could drink a 6-pack or more of this, you'd be fine, but you'd definitely be going towards the not fine end. You'd be hitting towards the I'm done for the night. So definitely drinkable. And then like bingeability, I would easily give it towards bingeability, because if you're an IPA fan and you're looking for something that's gonna like, you can consistently drink. It's not gonna, you can still drink 5 or 6 of these and still be like good. Not good to do any like drive or anything like that, of course, but like just like good in general, where you're at the house, you're not feeling too overstimulated from it. So I would definitely go this route with like binging with IPA wise. IPAs binging, I would stick around personally around that like 6.5 to like 7.5 range, just so you're not like, and I'm talking like 5 or 6 plus, where you're not going way overboard. Because even with the 9%ers, you're probably, with the cans this size, you're probably only drinking like 3 or 4 tops. And then design, I love it. Nice little simple design. Says what it is. Clouded Dreams. I mean, tells you what it is. Soft, hazy, juicy. And it's actually award-winning in the upstate. It's got a New York State Intel Beer Competition 2022 Gold winner. So this year's Gold winner, I love it. It's super great. So yeah, design, I'd give that I like it. It's like a solid 8. It's just very, it seems very simple, but it comes across, gives gives more than what you think. But let's get into my sponsors, and then we can head out of this video. If you do like this video so far, give me a like and subscribe. If you made it this far, that'd be great. But leave me any comments if you see anything positive, negative. Everything's welcomed. I don't care. I'm still very new to this. Surprisingly, this is my 53rd video, like without counting shorts. So I'm still going around. I'm gonna be changing up to StreamYard for a little bit to see if I might get some more views, and if I do, I'll stick with it. And I might be bringing on. Oh yeah, let's get into my upcoming videos. So I'm not cutting anything short. I have Bills versus Bengals. Bills versus Bears post game recap. I'm gonna be dropping that tomorrow. Then I have my Bills versus Bengals preview and prediction. I'm gonna want to try to drop that Tuesday, Wednesday, with it being a Monday night game. I'm gonna try to get a special guest on here, my buddy Evan over at Mr. Nasty Time. He's a Bengals fan. I'm gonna try to get him on there and see if we can squeeze in like a little podcast / session, and only keep it around probably an hour. Then I have a Thursday night football preview and same game parlay as usual, and then a week 17 Sunday game prediction and same game parlays. I'm wrapping my Sunday night football in with that just to keep it like, so I'm not dropping like 6 videos a week, because I can overlay everything in a sense. I'm still gonna give like a overlay of the Sunday night football game, and then kind of just overlay some parlays in there. Probably do one singular parlay for the Sunday night football game itself. But yeah, the sponsors, and I'll be heading out. I got crochet. My wife has a crochet page on Instagram. It's her business page. It's Crochet with Elisha. That's spelled out crochet. Then it's WITHELISHA. She makes mittens, gloves, hats, cardigans, bikini tops, bottoms, all that winter stuff. She makes it for literally from infants all the way up to the whatever size adult you are. All you need to do is get some measurements and stuff so she knows around the size that you are, and like even like different arm size and stuff like that. She can make something that'll fit you. So you can just say, okay, I'm gonna put a extra couple rows here, extra couple stitches here, and whatnot. So definitely check it out. She even does dolls and like beer koozies, anything you can think of. Shoot her a DM if you want to get anything from her, and then she'll respond with like how much she would like charge for it, how much yarn she would need, if she needs any extra information from you. Then I got my buddy, like I said, over at Mr. Nasty Time. It's my buddy Evan. He's got a channel. He does a lot of streaming, gaming. He's been doing Modern War, that Warzone 2.0 that came out like last month or two ago, and also doing Madden franchise, Modern Warfare 2. Pretty much just keeping with those as of now, but he's definitely branched out to a lot of different games and plays them. So check him out. He has a lot of good content on there. The chat is always funny. It's definitely not super age appropriate, so I wouldn't let your 5-year-old watch it. But the chat's funny as hell, so I would definitely recommend going and check it out. It would definitely keep you entertained. Then he also does like weekly power rankings. He did that throughout the year for NFL. He does some like coverage of the UFC fights, anything you can think of, he does it. And he's very knowledgeable in all of that. So go check him out. That's going to be it for me, and go Bills. Peace.